Hello, my crafty friends. Emily with you today, and I wanted to show you how I'm going to use this background to actually create a card. If you haven't seen my last video, I made these three beautiful butterfly backgrounds, and now I want to utilize them on an actual card make for you guys. So I'm just going to grab my A2 liner die. The card stock that I use is watercolor paper from Spellbinders, and it's exactly A2 size, so it's a little bit tight on the front of my A2 size card, so I decided to cut it out with the liner, and you can see what a little skinny difference it makes, but I just love the border of the black, and now we have that stitch detail. So in order to get this onto my card base, since this is watercolor paper, it's a little thicker and it did warp a little bit, I'm using some cherry tape, which is a nice strong adhesive to help it kind of keep it straight on my card. So this will help get rid of any warpedness that you have. And look at that, it looks great, nice and straight now. There we go, if I can get it. And now I have these beautiful die cuts from Tim Holtz. I really love these. They come with a set of 3 butterflies, and I was going to use this center one in there, but I'm really liking this one that's kind of flying in the center. And so it has multiple different layers, but it's on one die, so I'm just going to cut that out for you guys. So here it is on some black cardstock, and just getting out those little bits of pieces. And these dies are really nice because once you layer them, you'll start to see all the details of the butterflies here and just how beautiful it really is. So I decided on black. I was going to do like a blue butterfly and try to do the blue on the blue, but it seemed just a little too much of the one note color, and I thought black was kind of cool and dark, and I don't know, it's just something I don't usually make, so I wanted to try that out. So here I'm just getting out the different layers, and then as you can see, once I put this middle part on, it really starts to bring the butterfly to life. And the black on the black and blue is still a little monotone, but I kind of like that. Monochromatic, I guess is the word, where you just use one color, but in this case I suppose we're using 2. So I'm going to use a little bit of Distress Mica spray. I use this on my background of my cardstock, and I'm just spraying my entire butterfly, and I knew this would give it a little bit of texture and a little bit of differentiation between just the black and that background. And that spray actually turned out really pretty as well. For that would make another cute card background or beautiful card background. So here I have a little bit of gray cardstock that I'm spritzing the edges with my mica spray, and I was a little worried it wouldn't show up on the gray, but it ends up looking really cool. So I'm just going to set that aside to dry, and I'm going to check on my butterfly, and this looks great. And then I realized I actually missed a couple of the die cut layers here, so I was going to grab these out of the spots and kind of see maybe they would look good as just black. I could have sprayed them with the mica and then put them on, but I actually didn't mind this butterfly in particular without those 2 extra pieces. I felt like it looked just fine. So I decided to just leave it as is and just omit those other extra die pieces. And so here I decide, I think I want this in the middle, and here is a sentiment actually from our card makers class. So if you want some free, these are birthday sentiments that coordinate with our card sentiment dies that are actually printed. You download them for free, and then you can cut them out with our card sentiment dies. These come with our beginners card making class, and it's supposed to just help utilize a little bit more inspiration and just something you get with our class. So if you want to check that out, that's only $12.99, and you get it for life. It never expires or anything like that. And you get all these lovely sayings. And a lot of these sayings I was looking at today, and obviously this one, You're One of a Kind, isn't just for a birthday. It's very versatile. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure to check out the class. I'll make sure to link it below in my description. So this looks really pretty. Now let's check out my gray. This looks super cool. So it just looks a little like antiqued or rusted on. I'm going to do the same technique here with that cherry tape. Make sure you have a nice strong adhesive that's going to smooth out any of the warping that you have on your paper. I missed a little bit on that top left corner, so just make sure you get all your corners. It's not a huge deal, you know, but if that's gonna bother you like it does me, make sure to get your corners. So here is our beautiful card, and now I'm thinking, what do I want to put on the inside of this? And I don't really want to put too much of a sentiment, so I grab our free, this is actually free, a free download. You don't need to buy a class or anything, that you can get off our website, these beautiful sayings. And I was thinking, oh, I could glue them in here, but honestly I was thinking I would just put these beautiful sayings in here, and then the recipient can get them and just take them out and put them wherever they want. So I think I'm going to do that and stick with the inside of my card a little more blank and plain. And now for the front of my card to finish off the background, I wanted to add a little bit of sequins. I have some Bogata sequins here from Catherine Pooler, and these really, the colors went perfectly, as well as that bronze color worked well with that mica spray that I was using, and I felt like it added a little bit more of a color for my background. And so I'm just kind of sprinkling these around, and they really just, it looks beautiful. I really love this card. It was really simple to make because I already had my background done. If that's something you want to check out, make sure to check that out. I made 3 different backgrounds with these beautiful butterfly stamps, and they are all very different. Here's that beautiful saying that coordinates with our card sentiment dies as a part of our beginner's card making class, and here's the inside left nice and blank for you so you can fill it with our free inspirational printables for somebody who's just on your mind. I hope you loved this card, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.